and welcome to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today we are going to stuff November's 4th paycheck. This is my husband's check, which means I have $600 that needs to get stuffed into my cash funds, one or two recurring sinking funds, and of course my savings challenge. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate it if you take just a second, hit subscribe down below. If you are a subscriber, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. If you'd like notifications of when I post a video, push the bell. And I'd love a thumbs up and comments on something that you see that I can improve or something that you like. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to start with is fast food. We are a family of three. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We are a family of three, and I try to put $100 every 2 weeks in for fast food. And yes, sometimes that's drive-through, but sometimes that's us going out to a restaurant as well. So a necessity that I think we need to have because we're going to spend it, so we may as well set that money aside. Next is gas. This is for my car, not for my husband's. That comes out of a different fund. This is just for my car. I put $50 in there. I think I'm going to have to up this $50 really soon because, well, I don't know about where you live, but where I live, gas prices are skyrocketing. So I'm going to put 50 in. Oh no, there's money in here. Oh, there is $36 in here. That tells me I need to check to see that I pay the credit card. I typically pay my gas on a credit card so that I can earn cash back, and then I pay the credit card. So this tells me I need to look. Next is groceries. Talk about another thing that is just skyrocketing. Grocery prices. Oh, there's a 50 in here. Same thing as the gas. I'm going to guess I didn't pay the credit card, so I need to check that. But I typically put 200 in for groceries. That's starting to not be enough. That scares me a lot that that's starting to not be enough inside of groceries. So again, we're going to have to do some give and take soon because this just is not working. But right now we've got putting 200 in plus the other 50 is 250. I know that I've spent some on the credit card. Again, I try to earn points, or not points, I try to earn cash back, and then I pay the credit card off. One thing about my credit card is I don't pay them interest ever. Instead, I make my credit card work for me, where I pay it a couple of times a month, where I take the money out of the envelopes that I have stuffed and pay it so that I don't have to worry about me paying them any money. My son's allowance, he gets $10. There's 20 in here, 30. That means he and I are going to need to sit down and talk. When he gets to 30 in here, every time 10 goes into his savings, 10 goes into his spending, and 10 goes into investing because he has started to invest in stocks and bonds and mutual funds and that type of thing. Paper products. Paper products is going to get $25 today. I bulk buy my paper products, so I probably, I have a good bit of money in here already, and that's because I save it up and then I go buy a whole bunch. So we have 50, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, $79. Tells me that I probably need to go look and see, do I have water? Do I have paper towels? Do I have toilet paper? That type of thing. So we will take care of paper products later. Paper products also includes my house cleaning stuff. So my Tide, my Cascade, that type of stuff all comes out of paper products. The pet this month is going to get $10 out of this check. It fluctuates between 10 and 20, and yep, empty. And that's because we are cat sitting, so we've been using more than we normally would. My RV, we have an RV in which we love to go out in the summers. I'm a teacher, so over the summer we go out. So we put in a $100 bill so that we can make the RV payment when it comes due. Cash for me, I'm going to give myself $20 this week. Last week was Thanksgiving, and I went to go visit family, so I know I've spent some of this. Again, it's on the credit card. I need to sit down and look at it. So 20, 40, 60, 70, $80. But I know that that's not what's going to be in here after I check the credit card bill and see what needs to get paid. And then toiletries. I like to put money aside specifically for all of those bathroom things. So Toiletries is like my paper products where I bulk buy. So there should be some money in here, and there is. So 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, $42, not too much. And that's because I recently bought supplies to make soap. So that, a lot of that came out of Toiletries. All right, so those are all of my cash funds that are now stuffed. My envelopes, I've had questions on my envelopes. There are links down below to how to create your own envelopes. When I started this, I did not have money to go buy all those great fancy envelope systems, so instead I made my own. So there is a link down below where you can find that. Let's see who's next. Family birthdays. So around our house, everybody gets $100 on their birthday. And out of my husband's check, I like to put an extra $25 in here every time he gets paid. So add 25. Is there money in here? Oh, 125 is what should be in here. And there is 125. So we are working on getting ahead. Our next house birthday actually isn't until March, but we have one in March, April, May, and June. So the intent is to have everything we need in here when it's time for those birthdays. Next, a recurring bill that we pay, or a recurring sinking fund that we put money in every time my husband gets paid. It's not a whole lot. It is intentionally saving for retirement. Yes, we do have other retirements than just this. However, we also have a high interest savings account in which we put in a little bit of money every month so that we can earn and make our money work for us. And I'm going to put $5 in it, but it doesn't actually go in here. This is just a fancy card holder, a nice envelope in which retirement comes into. I need to, so I have high interest savings here. That's what this is going to go into. Oh, there's already 25 in it. Tells me I need to deposit $30 into there. We'll take care of that later. Next, savings. Again, this is not all of our savings. I have multiple savings accounts in multiple different places so that nothing is all in one spot at one time. We're going to add 10. This is my husband's check savings, where every time he gets paid, I just take $10, put it in, and when it gets to about $200, then I take it and put it in the bank so that it can start to work for us. So $50, $60, $70, $80, $90. Getting close. And then tag renewal is next. I am so appreciative of this folder. I'm appreciative of a lot of my folders. The date, I lost the date all of a sudden. Add $10, which is going to give me $130 in here. 100, 120, 130. I like this folder because it is going to save me from scrambling when all of my tags are due. So this is something we put in every month as well, so that when it is time for tag renewal, we have 4 tags. Hopefully there will be enough money in here and I don't have to scramble for where is tag renewal coming from. And then the last, I have $20 left, goes into my 52-week savings challenge. No, I am not doing this right. The intent was to save some extra for Christmas. I do actually have a Christmas envelope. Oh, and for those of you that don't know, haven't been here before, I have a little basket in which holds all of my sinking fund envelopes. I have roughly 50 sinking funds. Not all of them get stuffed, especially on my husband's check. Really, the only thing that gets stuffed is cash funds, because that's what his check does. My check takes care of the bills and our sinking funds. So the savings challenge was intended to bolster up my Christmas fund. This was actually something I had around the house. Next year when I do this, I'll make something cuter, but I actually already had this. The intent is to save an extra $344 for Christmas. I really think that I can managed to get that out of my budget. I started this October 1st's paycheck, so it's just a way to intentionally save an additional quarter every week. So it would start with 25 cents, 50 cents, 75 cents, a dollar, and it goes from there to where the most I'll ever have to put in is $13 if I was doing this over the 52 weeks. I am not doing it that way. Really, it is let's see how fast we can save $344. So I have a 20 today. I already told you the highest is 13 and it's already marked off. So we're gonna come and do 10.50 and 9.50. I know is $20. Fold this up, get this in my box, and be done with it. And I will count this later when I am done and ready to spend all of my Christmas money. So that is my stuffing of my cash funds and my sinking funds today. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you haven't already, I'd love it if you take a second, push subscribe down below, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.